It pokes a hole in your consciousness where you feel that, maybe this is not true. Maybe this is not absolutely true. And if the thoughts that I'm thinking and the emotions that I'm feeling when I think of this thought is unpleasant, is not good, why would I engage myself in these thoughts, right? Why would I engage my time, energy, attention, and everything in engaging in those thoughts? Hi, all, welcome to Creating in Abundance. I'm Pooja, and in this one, I want to talk about the power of awareness. Why is power of awareness important to us? Imagine that you are having a very bad day, one thing after the other, like there is a series of things that's happening in your day and nothing seems to go right. Just then you get more trouble, you get into more trouble, and you are not able to snap back from that experience, and one thing follows the other, and before you realize it, you have a bad day. Now imagine, even with all those things happening, you have a power within you to look into your thoughts and observe it as and when it happens, and shift your mental state even if the external has not changed a bit. This is the power of awareness. And when you are self aware, when you are able to navigate your thoughts, not in easy situations where everything goes as planned and everything works out as planned, but especially in situations when things don't go as planned, when things don't go as we want it to, your outlook towards life, because of how you look into your thoughts, because you're self-aware, right? Because of the power of your thoughts, you are able to shift from those experiences, and you're able to shift from those moments in life way more easily and quickly. That's why self awareness is the most important tool, and one of the most critical tool that you need to have if you are in your inner work journey. And how do you do that, right? You understand that yes, being self aware is important, and when you are self aware, it can help you to shift in so many ways in your life. But how can you start? How to start that? So it is catching your thoughts as and when it happens and observing it. For instance, you are having a bad day at work and you are reacting to a situation or getting into that negative mindset of blaming someone or getting making yourself the victim, right? When you are going through those negative thoughts, or when those negative thoughts are taking over, the thing that you need to do is to question yourself as and when it happens. Is it absolutely true? Is it absolutely true that those thoughts that I'm thinking in my head is absolute? Because most of the thoughts, we suffer because of our thoughts, right? Most of the thoughts that we have in our head is based on presumptions or assumptions, or how we conceive that situation or perceive that situation and what we make out of it. So rather than having that preconceived notion and really questioning your thoughts, that's the first start to being aware. When you observe yourself internally judging someone or criticizing someone or victimizing yourself or reacting to a situation which doesn't really need your reaction in the first place, right? You need to start by firstly questioning those thoughts. Once you do that, a part of you is going to tell you, maybe it's not absolutely true. Maybe it's my assumption that this person is trying to like be bossy, or this person is trying to give me more work, or maybe this is my false belief that my boss is trying to put more tasks in my list, something like that, right? So after you question it, you ask yourself, who am I when I have those thoughts? What is my reaction to those thoughts? The purpose of asking this question is because this allows you to have clarity as to what you are being, the kind of person you are being with those thoughts. For example, if you are having this thought that you are not good enough, you are not valued at work, you don't have a boss who appreciates you or values your input or effort, then the next thing that you need to do is look into the reaction you give or the reaction you experience within yourself when you believe those thoughts. Are those pleasant experiences or are those pleasant thoughts that you are feeling in your head? Definitely not, right? What kind of emotions does it invite in your life when you believe that you have a bad boss, or where you feel that you are not appreciated or not valued? You have the most horrible experience because the reactions or the emotions that you feel in your body and within yourself are low vibe emotions. You feel anger, you feel resentment, you feel bitterness, and you feel hatred. All those bad emotions that lowers your frequency, that lowers your vibration, and it only brings you down. And when you are in that space, what kind of experience will you attract? You will attract more experiences which is similar to that. You will experience more things which is similar to that. So rather than focusing on putting your energy in those toxic emotions which only drains you and which gets the best out of you and gives you nothing in return and only lowers your vibration, what do? So the next question that you ask yourself is, who am I without that thought? You don't need to change that thought. You don't need to rewire yourself to think differently about your boss, about your friends, about the challenges that you're facing in your life. What you need to do is remove that thought in your mind and ask yourself, who are you without that thought in your head? Now that's something interesting, right? Because you did not have to put the energy and effort to, rewire yourself and think that, oh, my boss appreciates me, my boss loves me, and all those things. All you need to do was drop that thought. So, how does dropping that thought work? So, if you're having a horrible day and if those thoughts are constantly in your head, and you are self-aware, you're taking yourself through that process of questioning yourself, is that absolutely true? And who am I when I react to those thoughts? You realize how harmful those thoughts are for you. You also realize that what you're thinking may not be true, absolutely true, which means there is a chance that it is false, right? So it opens your mind, it pokes a hole in your consciousness where you feel that, maybe this is not true, maybe this is not absolutely true. And if the thoughts that I'm thinking and the emotions that I'm feeling when I think of this thought is unpleasant, is not good, why would I engage myself in these thoughts, right? Why would I engage my time, energy, attention, and everything in engaging in those thoughts? So when you make that shift and when you decide to drop that thought, what will you feel? All of a sudden you are able to go into the opposite of what you were feeling when you were reacting to those thoughts. Before you were bitter, before you were resentful, you were having that emotions of resentment, of not good enough, of not feeling appreciated, of not feeling worthy, and all those things. But when you just drop that thought, you realize that, you know what? I'm worthy. I'm enough. I am in a very good space. And there is a very, the resistance in shifting your mindset is very limited because you already have that experience of being on the other side and also knowing that it is not absolutely true. So, this is why the power of awareness and just having this simple framework to reroute yourself into a positive headspace can really shift your life and really help you and allow you to navigate your life way more smoothly, because life is not linear, right? we have those ups and downs, that peak and trough, because that teaches us something, that allows us to experience life in a totally different way. But if we don't allow ourselves to experience those peak and trough, and want the perfect situation, the perfect boss, the perfect friend, the perfect family member, the perfect situations in life to feel good and to feel happy, then most of the time it may not work out. So, as human beings, just having this tool, even when you are in a challenging situation, or when you are in an environment where it's not so good, right? You are able to have that sense of calm, sense of peace within yourself, and reroute yourself in a way where you feel happy and where you feel blissful with yourself. And this is why the power of awareness can do so much in our inner work journey, because instead of, it is similar to compiling, it's like cleaning a dirty house. If you're cleaning the house as and when it collects dust, you don't have to do a lot of work. But imagine that you neglect your house and allow it to collect dust and like all those things, and you let the dishes pile up and the laundries pile up, and you don't look at it for ages. The amount of work that you need to put into looking at those things is going to be 10 times more. So take care of your thoughts, take care of your awareness, and don't let it collect dust. Take care of it as and when it happens, so that you feel peace, you feel serenity, and even with anything and everything that's happening in the background, you are in your center, you are grounded, you know who you are in the inside, and you have absolute certainty about the person you are. And this is it for today. If it was helpful, definitely like and share it with your loved ones. And until next time, peace, much love, and please keep on creating your inner abundance. Bye.